Hello everyone, welcome to ITLS Academy. This is a great learning platform from anywhere across the globe. Now, let me introduce myself. I am Gitanjali Jha. I am a content creator, storyteller, experience designer, corporate trainer, and an author. With over 15 years of cross-functional experience across leading brands like H&M, Shoppers Stop, Godrej, and Future2, I stand at the powerful intersection of business, creativity, leadership, and entrepreneurship. My journey has been one of turning ideas into impactful stories through visual design, transformational training programs, and the written word. As a corporate trainer, mentor, and entrepreneur, I have conducted pan-India workshops on soft skills, technology, leadership, and professional excellence, impacting employees and emerging leaders across the retail and service industries. I don't just train people to perform better, I help them think like leaders, act like entrepreneurs, and build careers with ownership and purpose. I have had the privilege of serving as a guest lecturer at NIFT and Vogue Institute and of contributing to non-profit education initiatives through Unnati, where I work closely with young minds to help them rise beyond limitation and circumstances. Trust me, giving back brings boundless joys to us. Alongside my corporate journey, I am also a published fiction author of 2 novels, F Factor and Love Arranged. Storytelling is at the heart of everything I do. It shapes how I communicate, how I train, and how I help leaders connect with people, vision, and impact. My academic foundation includes a degree in fashion technology from NIFT, an MBA from NIRM, and professional certifications in digital marketing from Google and content design, a blend that fills both strategic leadership and creative execution. Today, I work with leaders, startups, and entrepreneurs to help them build confidence, clarity, communication, power, and conscious leadership. So they just don't grow businesses, they build legacy-driven brands and purpose-led success. Let's start. It's story time. Great. Everybody loves a great story. So let's hear it. A biotechnology entrepreneur story. Advice to the future entrepreneurs. This is lecture 1. So let's hear the inspiring story of Kiran Majumdar Saw. Who is she? The founder of Biocon. You all must be aware of the Biocon, right? It has impacted everybody across the world positively, making healthcare affordable, reachable, and widespread. Right? Great. Now, let's see the company overview. It has a market capital of rupees 36,924 crores and it was established in 1978, has reached across 120 plus countries, more than 1,000 patents granted and more than 1,000 registered trademarks as of 2024. But this is not only why we are listening to this powerful story. But do you know its modest beginning? In 1975, Kiran Majumdar returned to India with something no women in her country had ever earned, a master brewer certificate, top of her class. The only woman in the entire program. She was 22 years old and ready to change the world. But the world was not ready for her. You must be thinking, Kiran Majumdar had everything, right? A top class degree, intelligence, and certifications. So, why the modest beginning? Because every brewery she approached said the same thing. It's a man's shop. Door after door. Rejection after rejection. Her qualifications didn't matter. Her rankings didn't matter. What mattered was that she was a woman in a man's industry. Most people would have given up. Kiran Majumdar was not the most people. What she did? Let's hear next. In 1978, she took a different path. An Irish entrepreneur, Leslie, offered her a partnership to produce enzymes in India. She had no business experience, no investors, no infrastructure. But she had something more valuable than all of that combined. She had determination. She started Biocon India in the garage of a rented house in Bangalore, in Kodamangala. Her seed capital, just 10,000 rupees. Her first employee, a retired garage mechanic, because no one else was ready to work for a 25-year-old woman. Nobody believed in her company. Now, how she turned challenges into opportunities. There were numerous challenges. For example, banks refused to give her loans. Some demanded her father sign as guarantor. Vendors would not do business with her unless she hired a male manager. Potential employees laughed at the idea of working for a women-led startup in an industry that didn't exist yet. Obviously, she had no sales team, no marketing department, no one to send across the country to meet customers. What she did? She went herself. I took buses across the country and met customers. My early days taught me to fend for myself and be brave. Right? As they say, fortunes favored the brave. Traders expected a man. They got Kiran Majumdar. She convinced them anyway. The tides turned. The transformation began. What started as an engine company evolved into something far more ambitious. Majumdar saw a different future, one where biotechnology could solve problems that affected millions of people: diabetes, cancer, autoimmune diseases, conditions that devastated families across the developing world, where cutting-edge treatments remained impossibly expensive. She called her philosophy compassionate capitalism. In her own words, innovation and commerce are as powerful tools for creating social progress as they are for driving technological advancement. When they are put to use for social progress, the implementation is a lot cheaper, a lot more people benefit, and the effect is very lasting. This was not charity, it was her strategy, her use, right? And it helped her achieve far more than what she had initially started, right? Biocon pioneered affordable biosimilars, complex biological medicines that could be produced at a fraction of the cost of other brand name drugs, right? Insulin that diabetic patients could actually afford. Cancer treatments that did not bankrupt families. The company built Asia's largest insulin manufacturing company in Malaysia, serving patients across more than 120 countries. Not only this, in 2001, Biocon became the first Indian company to receive FDA approval for a pharmaceutical product. In 2004, it became the first Indian biotechnology company to go public. And guess what? The IPO was oversubscribed 33 times. On its first day of trading, Biocon crossed $1 billion in market value. The women who could not get a job because brewing was a man's work had become the richest women in India. But the wealth was never the point. Her goal was bigger. And when everything looks set, again tragedies strike, right? That reshaped everything. Her best friend, Nilima, died of cancer. Her mother was diagnosed with cancer. Her husband, John Saw, was diagnosed with cancer. The disease that has touched so many strangers now struck the people who loved most. What she did? She responded the only way she knew, by building. Now, her foundation made world healthcare affordable and reachable. In 2009, she established the Majumdar Saw Medical Foundation, a 1400-bed cancer care center in Bangalore, designed to deliver world-class treatment regardless of a patient's ability to pay. She created the Majumdar Saw Center for Translational Research, a non-profit dedicated to developing scientific breakthroughs for treating human disease. She funded cancer research at MIT. So, she was putting all her resources to fight cancer. Through the Biocon Foundation, she transformed rural healthcare across India. Primary care centers, telemedicine initiatives, cancer screenings for communities that had never seen an oncologist, health insurance coverage for hundreds of thousands of villagers. In 2015, she signed the Giving Pledge, becoming the first women business leader to commit publicly to giving away the majority of her wealth. Not half, 75%, right? More than Tata's, more than Ambani's. Huh? So, and she was the first Indian woman to do that. So, let's take a pause and salute her spirit. My legacy is going to be in affordable healthcare, she declared. I am willing to invest in developing that model and the policies around it. Right? And she got global recognition for her efforts. Time magazine named her among the world's 100 most influential people. Forbes listed her among the world's most powerful women. In 2020, she was named EY World Entrepreneur of the Year, only the second woman ever to receive that honor. So, she raised the bar for all women entrepreneurs, all the entrepreneurs of life science, and for India. But what matters more than the awards is what she built along. So how Biochem reached in the global platform from the humble beginnings. Today, it serves over 5 million patients annually. Its biosimilars have generated billions of dollars in savings for healthcare systems worldwide. The woman who started with 10,000 rupees and a garage mechanic now leads an enterprise valued in billions. And she is still not finished. At 72, Majumdar Shaw continues to advocate for women in science, for affordable healthcare, for the principle that business success and social impact are not opposites, they are the partners. 30% of Biochem researchers are women. The company actively recruits and promotes female scientists. The garage has become a global enterprise, but the mission has not changed, right? Let's see the learnings. At its core, entrepreneurship is about solving problems. So you see a problem, face it, and see how you can solve it for yourself and the community. The greatest opportunities often arise at the toughest times. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw turned rejection into revolution. She transformed a garage into a global enterprise. She converted personal tragedy into public mission. And she proved that compassion and capitalism are not contradictions. You can be a capitalist, but you can be as compassionate as anyone else. They are the same thing when you are brave enough to build them that way. What we can learn from Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw? What is the model of the student? Entrepreneurs can learn from Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw resilience, passion for science, risk-taking, focus on societal impact, and innovative leadership. Key lessons include turning challenges into opportunities, starting small with big vision, reinvesting profits, and proving that discipline and long-term vision beat instant gratification, especially when building trust and scaling a business from humble beginnings, right? So, let's see the learnings. Embrace risk and failure. When you are doing something new, you are going to fail. Yes? Failures are our biggest learning. Remember Einstein, who did 10,000 experiences to get one result, and he was like, I learned 999 other different ways how not to do it. So that's the spirit one should have when one is going to become an entrepreneur. She took huge risks, viewing failures as learning steps, not barriers, which is crucial for innovation. Follow your passion and vision. Be true to your values. Her dedication to science and solving health problems like affordable insulin fueled Biochem's growth and impact. Start small, think big. Always see the bigger picture. Biochem began small but maintained a grand vision for biotech in India and ultimately in the world. Resilience and discipline. She overcame funding issues, skepticism as a woman in a male-dominated field, and market shifts with unwavering focus, showing resilience trumps fear. Right? Impact-driven innovation. When you are thinking of innovation, you have to think what impacts it will have. Making healthcare accessible was not just a business move, but a commitment to social good, building trust and reputation. Empower, don't control. Her leadership focuses on empowering problem solvers, moving beyond command and control styles. Reinvest and build creativity. She reinvested profits back into the business, focusing on long-term growth and building a strong foundation before going public, right? First, you have to build your strong team. You have to see everything is correct. Then you expand it so that mistakes are made at smaller scale, not at grander scale, right? Adaptability and learning. The world is changing every day. So how flexible you are, how adaptable you are, how committed you are to learning new skills. She learned on the job, reinvented processes and pivoted when needed, proving leadership grows with experience and curiosity. Supportive ecosystem. She advocates for policies like tax breaks for reinvesting startups to help build nascent business. Yes, every business needs support so that they can support the bigger community later. But initially, we need systems which is uh, startup friendly, right? So government have done lots of policies to ensure that entrepreneurship culture is promoted. Learn about it and see how you can benefit from that. Now, what are the key takeaways from the inspiring journey of Kiran Majumdar? Number one is problem solving focus. Be a problem solver, not just a task doer. Inspiring teams to innovate. You see a challenge, you can crib about it, or you plan to solve it. It is in your hand, right? Long-term view. Make decisions for long-term outcomes, not immediate rewards. Yeah. Something may be challenging. The what is as important as how of the process. So be focused on integrity, commitment, and your core values rather than just short-term results. Otherwise, building a brand image will be very tough. And brand image is not built in a day. It is built slowly over the time, seeing your integrity, seeing your commitment, seeing your passion, and how you inculcate it in your team. Be a risk taker. Don't fear mistakes. See them as learning opportunities. As we discussed, if we are doing something new, we are bound to make mistakes. Mistakes means we are learning. So see them as learning opportunities, not as failures, right? Give back. Last but not the least, integrate societal benefit into your business model. Now, CSR is extremely important for company's brand image. It is not just a legal mandatory, it has to come from the heart, so that when we are creating wealth, we are doing something good for the society as well, so that overall society at a large is developing and moving forward, right? The more you give, the more it will come back to you in manifolds. This is the principle of giving. Now, I have explained her story. It is time to listen to her story in her own words, right? Go to this founder's link, founder story link, and you will listen how she overcame so many challenges which a normal person would think that is tough to overcome. But she did it, inspired us, and changed the world for better, making healthcare affordable and accessible, right? So learn from the video, and there are few points to explore this whole interesting topic further. Explore the stories of 5 biotechnological technology entrepreneurs. See which one are your favorites, who inspire you the most, who is closest to your values. Learn about them, read their biography, see the YouTube videos, learn about their companies, learn their stories, what motivated them, what were the challenges they faced, what were their support system, how they overcome those challenges. Based on your today's learning, think how you can contribute towards betterment of the world through life sciences, right? What will be your USP? First, understand the market, what is already there and what needs to be developed. Do a SWOT analysis of your resume. What are the skills you need to learn to be a successful entrepreneur? To learn more about about biotechnology, entrepreneurship, and every other topic which interests you, follow ITLS Academy on all the social media platforms. Keep learning. It is a great platform to learn at your comfort, your time, right? We are everywhere, be it on the YouTube, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta. Great. So I'll be coming with next video soon. Till then, keep learning. You can call us at our helpline number or comment in the comment section if you have any doubt. Take care. Have a great day. See you soon.